Stanley Meyer didn't just claim to have an idea, he built it. Stanley Meyer was more than an inventor. He was a visionary who dared to challenge the status quo. His invention, a water-powered car. Not merely an abstract concept, but a tangible working prototype. This wasn't just a car that could run on water, but one that could extract hydrogen from water on the spot, eliminating the need for storage. Imagine that for a moment. A car that runs on the most abundant resource on our planet. A car that could drive us into a future free from the shackles of fossil fuels. But how could this work? How could a car run on water? Well, Meyer's invention was based on a process called electrolysis. This is a method of using an electric current to drive a non-spontaneous reaction. In the case of Meyer's car, the electrolysis would occur in a fuel cell, where water would be split into its constituent elements, hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen, being a potent fuel, would then power the car's engine. All of this would happen on the spot, as and when needed, without the need for storage. This was a radical departure from conventional methods of storing hydrogen for fuel cells, which involve high pressures or low temperatures. Meyer's invention held the promise of a revolution. It proposed a way to harness the power of water, a resource we often take for granted. It suggested an alternative to our reliance on fossil fuels, a dependence that has led to environmental degradation and geopolitical strife. Yet, as groundbreaking as this invention was, it also faced formidable challenges. The process of electrolysis, while simple in theory, is notoriously inefficient. It requires a significant amount of energy, often more than the energy you get out from the resulting hydrogen. This fact left many skeptical about the viability of Meyer's water-powered car. Then, in 1998, everything changed. Stanley Meyer's life was cut short under mysterious circumstances. A man who dared to dream of a world where cars ran on nothing more than water. Meyer's passing was not just a tragic loss for his loved ones, it was also a blow to those who believed in his groundbreaking invention. The circumstances surrounding his death quickly became a subject of controversy, with speculation rife that it was far from natural. The story goes that Meyer was enjoying a meal at a restaurant when he suddenly ran out into the parking lot, clutching his throat, and collapsed. His final words, reportedly to his brother, were chilling. He gasped out that he'd been poisoned. This sparked a whirlwind of conspiracy theories. Many believe that Meyer was deliberately silenced, poisoned by those who saw his invention as a threat. The idea of a water-powered car could shake the very foundations of the fossil fuel industry. If Meyer's invention worked, it could render petrol and diesel obsolete. This, theorists argue, was a risk the industry couldn't afford to take. However, these theories are just that, theories. No concrete evidence has ever been found to support the claim that Meyer was poisoned. The official cause of death was cited as a cerebral aneurysm. Yet the whispers of foul play continue to echo in the wind, keeping alive the mystery surrounding Meyer's untimely demise. And just like that, the dream of a water-powered car seemed to evaporate. But did it truly end with Meyer's death? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye? That's a question we'll delve into in the next scene. But the story didn't end with Meyer's death. Quite the contrary, it seems Stanley Meyer's legacy lived on, painting a picture of a world teetering on the brink of a new age of energy. Posthumously, his invention commanded a significant amount of attention, becoming a beacon of hope for some and a source of skepticism for others. Despite the spotlight, no concrete evidence surfaced to substantiate the claims of this water-powered car. The scientific community in particular remained skeptical, questioning the validity of Meyer's assertions. The invention, as promising as it sounded, was largely considered unverified, a puzzle piece that didn't quite fit into the established body of scientific knowledge. The concept of water-powered cars is indeed intriguing, but it also faces significant challenges. One of the main hurdles is the inefficiency of electrolysis, the process Meyer's invention relied upon to extract hydrogen from water. This process requires energy, and often the amount of energy it needs is greater than what the extracted hydrogen can provide. This is a fundamental obstacle that any water-powered engine has to overcome. Furthermore, there's the issue of on-the-spot hydrogen extraction. Storing hydrogen is a complex task, and Meyer's invention claimed to bypass this issue by producing hydrogen as and when needed. However, this aspect of the invention raised more questions than it answered. Could a car engine, while running, really produce enough hydrogen to sustain itself? These are the questions that lingered in the wake of Mayer's untimely demise. His invention, shrouded in mystery and controversy, left a trail of unanswered queries and speculations. The world watched, waited, and wondered, hungry for an answer that never came. So, was Mayer's invention a groundbreaking revolution or a well-crafted hoax? This question continues to echo in the annals of automotive history, a haunting reminder of a story that ended too soon, of a man who dared to dream beyond the conventional, and of an invention that might have changed the world, or perhaps, just perhaps, was never meant to be. 2 decades later, the mystery of Stanley Meyer continues to captivate us. As the years roll on, the enigma that was this maverick inventor refuses to fade into the annals of forgotten lore. Instead, it endures, fueling discussions, debates, and speculation alike. Stanley's audacious claim, his groundbreaking invention, and his untimely demise form a fascinating narrative that has intrigued minds around the globe and across generations. Despite the passage of time, his story remains as relevant and as captivating as ever, a testament to its enduring allure. His purported water-powered car, an invention that promised a revolution in the world of automobiles, has long been a subject of intense scrutiny and speculation. The idea of a car powered by water, a clean, abundant, and renewable resource, is an enticing one, no doubt. It was a concept that held the promise of a world free of fossil fuels, a world where the very element that sustains life could also power our journeys. It is no surprise then that Stanley's work caught the attention of the British television programme, Equinox. This programme, dedicated to exploring the potential of water as a fuel source, featured Stanley and his invention, bringing his story to a wider audience. His work, his claims, and the mystery surrounding his death were discussed and dissected, adding yet another layer to the intrigue that surrounds his legacy. The enduring mystery of Stanley Meyer serves as a reminder of the limitless potential of human ingenuity and the tantalizing promise of clean, sustainable energy. Even now, his story continues to captivate, to provoke thought, and to inspire. As we look to a future of sustainable and clean energy, one can't help but wonder, did Stanley Meyer hold the key to a greener world? Or was it all just smoke and mirrors?